Hi, I am Vash Killjoy. This is Killing Time once again. If it's Friday, it must mean you're killing time with me before the weekend comes. We get absolutely positively shit-faced and forget the week that was. That is what we're here for, to provide a little time in between the drudgery that is the work week and the happiness that is the weekend. And this week's Killing Time is going to be semi-serious, maybe a little more than I normally divulge in, but I think it's something that needs to be said nonetheless. And this is rambling of mine about this thing called life. That thing, we tired living every day. That thing that, we keep saying, oh, fuck my life. That thing that, we keep taking for granted for the most part. Life, circumstance, and karma. Three things that we think are separate entities, but in reality are all one and the same for the most part. And as I was saying, fuck my life. We keep saying, fuck my life, fuck my life, fuck my life. And I don't think it's that life comes along with its cock. And I'm pretty sure if life had a body part, it would be a cock, considering it's fucking our lives. Because I'm sorry, if life was fucking us with a tit, I'd be kind of stoked that I'm getting slapped in the face with a tit. I'm just saying, that's just me. That's my personal thing there. But we keep saying fuck my life. Life keeps fucking me over. Life just absolutely sucks. It's not that life absolutely sucks. It's not that life keeps fucking me over. I think people don't understand that this thing called circumstance that dictates what happens in our lives. Obviously, for majority of the people in the world, we're kind of dealt with anywhere between an even hand and a completely shitty hand that dictates the things we'll be going through. It's circumstance, not life. It's circumstance. For some of us, you keep hearing of certain people that life just keeps smacking them down. Life just keeps beating them down. That life takes great pleasure and joy in absolutely trashing said person, and that's not the case. It's circumstance. When I mean circumstance, I mean there were things that were preset. There were people, events, happenings that as this person got to us at a certain point in their lives, created the perfect storm that pretty much gave them the shitstorm that they were in. It's circumstance. Life didn't just say one day, you know what, Betty Sue, you have herpes. Yeah, I know you didn't have sex with anyone, but as of right now, you have herpes. I'm sorry, hon, that's just how life works. It's not life, it's circumstance. The truth of the matter was, Betty Sue was a good girl. Betty Sue never fooled around. Betty Sue never did a bad thing in her life. The guy she was with could have been the same thing as her. Didn't do a bad thing in his life. Didn't do anything out of the ordinary. Didn't purposely, shag whores on a regular basis. The problem with Betty Sue was the guy she was with before her, the chick he was with, got the herpes from someone else. That eventually trickled down to her. They played, over the clothes kind of thing, got a little touchy feely. Then Betty Sue, sorry, he wrote this stuff on your stuff, and that's really all it took. You have herpes. Life didn't do that to Betty Sue, circumstance did. Preset motions with people, preset little things already beforehand that created the circumstance that pretty much led Becky to say, sorry, Betty Sue to say, fuck my life, life just dicked me over. It wasn't life, it was the circumstance. That's the trick to everything. So when you keep saying to yourself, fuck my life, life just fucked me over, take a step back with me and realize it wasn't life. It was preset things that came around, then gave you the finger. It wasn't that life purposely outed you. Speaking of things that purposely outed you, is this thing called karma. I do think karma, it does exist to a certain degree, not to the biblical sense of the way. I do believe if you do good, you put yourself in a better position for good to come towards you. I believe that's how karma works. Not so much that if you help a lady across the street, one day you may find a $100 bill happening to be on the corner. I could be wrong. That could be how karma works. And by all means, I'll probably be going outside in a little bit, finding as many old women as I possibly can. The reverse could be held true too. Also, then when it comes to bad karma, if you do more bad will just come your way, and you are screwed. I guess a good example of bad would be, you know what, today I'm gonna rob a bank. And then the karma will return and go, that's great. Remember that bank you robbed? Well, we're gonna bring it to jail where a lot of guys think you're really, really cute. Especially your mouth. That could be how the bad karma kind of works. But I don't think also when it comes to karma, we people tend to see that If I do good, good will come back in almost the same fashion that I gave the good. It doesn't work that way. I don't believe also in the bad you give will come back to you in the bad you gave. I believe karma works in a way like this. It's kind of like the bank. If you put in $1 in, eventually that was your good start. That was the good thing you did. So karma will go a little interest here, a little interest here, a little interest here, a little interest here. Eventually, karma will give you something good in the form of something else that isn't necessarily related to that dollar you gave. It'll come up in another form. So that little old lady I helped today doesn't mean that when I'm an old man, some young buck will help me across the street as well. What it could mean is, a couple days on the end, I may find a $20 bill in the street. That was karma's way of saying, you know what, you did good here, laddie. Here's 20 bucks. Buy yourself something cheap and nice. Same token comes to bad karma. If you just happen to be a schmuck and just nudge somebody out of the way because you can't be disturbed, you have to be somewhere that wasn't that important. Karma may come along in a way and says, you know what, just for today, every train you gotta catch today is gonna be absolutely late. It's not always just like directly related. Sometimes it can be in this case, but other times that person that kept shoving, is karma may say, you know what, you were absolutely big tool that day. Here's a fresh new car running into your leg. Don't worry, it's not broken, but it's pretty fucking bruised, and it's gonna bother you for a while. I think that's how karma tends to work. It's not always directly related, but it tends to wrap around to you in ways that will just fuck with your life on a regular constant basis. So, if you believe karma works the way that I believe it works the way, it's really simple, folks. Just be a good person. Do good, and eventually the good things will come along your way. And which leads me back to the people who keep saying, fuck my life. But I am a good person. Karma doesn't work for me. Life just absolutely sucks. At that point, all you're doing is simply this. You're bitching and moaning that life will never get better. Life will always suck. No matter what you do, you're going to have the constant struggle. Here's what you need to do. It's a two-step program. My personal two-step program. I'm going to patent it one day so everyone can live it, love it, and just experience it. Two-step program. Well, step one, shut the fuck up. Step two is step back from your own ego, your own encompassing dramatic life that seems to just absolutely just eat at you. Step back and realize there's something called circumstance. Remember that word again, circumstance. All those things I said before, between your boss, your family, the way you travel, the way you live, all those little things, the way you see the world isn't the problem. It's not you. It can be if you're purposely putting yourself in situations where life just keeps doing this to you. Stupid. 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 Step back and see circumstance. See why your boss is an idiot. Step back and see what causes him to be an idiot. Step back and see why your brother, your sister, your aunt, your mom, anyone, your best friends, quote unquote friends, if they're fucking you over, these people that seem to encompass drama, dramatic, all these bad things. They may be the circumstances that are holding you back from experiencing life. Remember, folks, it's life. You get a one-shot deal at this. There is no reset button. There is no control alt delete. Because if there was, I would love to go back to when I was 5 and just leave a note for myself saying, bet on these sports teams and you'll be fine. By the way, go Giants. New York Giants. Not San Fran. Fuck y'all niggas. You left New York to go San Fran. Fuck you. New York Giants. Big Blue. That's the way we roll here. Killing time. But that's what I'm trying to get at. Life is circumstance. Life is karma. They're not three entities by themselves. They all complement each other. They're all things that we can control. We get one shot at this. We want to keep telling ourselves we're going to live forever. We keep telling ourselves that we know we're not forever, but we act like it. We're ignorant. Ignorant. We're arrogant to that notion until life comes along and says, you know what? You're not immortal. You're not eternal. The things you do today are not going to echo through time unless you're one of the select few that have that luxury to write music, poetry, shape the world in the political world, science world, where you can be a god for all time. Most of us, the best we can hope for is to be relevant to our family members, to our friends, to the ones that should matter to us. Those are the people that will remember us through life, circumstance, and karma as people who stood out, who fought it, and did everything they could do to make it better. We keep telling ourselves there's always tomorrow. That's true, but not always for us. There's always tomorrow for everyone else. The best we can do is to make sure that when we're gone, The people who deal with tomorrow will not have to deal with the same shit we do. So it's pretty simple. There are three things we should always do: defend the weak, protect the innocent, defend our homeland. Let's try that again. Defend the weak, protect the innocent, defend your homeland. If you do these three things, stay out of the bullshit. Understand that circumstances happen around us that we can't control all the times. Just step back, take a breather, shut the fuck up, and just see the world for what it is. Circumstance and karma. If we do good, the good will come back to us in some form or another. Not directly all the time, but will come back in a way. If we do bad, same token, at some point that bad karma will reverse to us. Maybe not in a one-shot deal, but it will come in doses and doses until it catches up with us, and that the debt is paid. Enjoy your life for what it's worth. It's a one-shot deal. Understand there are circumstances that will dictate the good and the bad. Deal with it, go with it, and just be done with it. It's pretty simple. That's how I roll. That's how you should roll. I don't think it's that hard. So, that is this little ramble for this week. So, tune in next Friday. I will be back again for another killing time. Please tune in every Wednesday for the Silly Bastards podcast, headlined by me, Vash Killjoy, with my good friends. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Links will be provided along with the page. We are on iTunes, the Philly Bastards Podcast. So please sign up, subscribe. You will dig it. You will like it. That goes up every Wednesday. So, me to you folks. Have fun. Live long. Rock hard. I am Vash Killjoy. I will see you next time for Killing Time. Take care.